Mason Greenwood is potentially an agent for Steve McClaren, and Kaheim Dixon is finally starting to get his chance at Charlton Athletic.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz podcast.
If you are new to the channel, my name is Dicanio, an Arsenal fan that covers everything Reggae Boys and local football. If you find that you enjoy the content that I do here, just remember to go ahead and smash that like button. And also, for the regular viewers who have not been subscribing to the channel, what are you guys waiting on? Just go ahead right now and hit that subscribe button and help us get to our goal of 5,000 subscribers. And remember, every single video that I do on this channel must get to 100 likes. So just go ahead and hit that like button. Now in this video, I'll be talking about Mason Greenwood and his potential role in helping Steve McClaren convince foreign-based players to represent. And I'll also speak about Kaheim Dixon and him finally getting integrated into the Charlton Athletic senior team. Now starting off with Mason Greenwood, as he was on the score sheet yet again for Marseille in their 3-2 win over Toulouse with a thunder strike from outside of the box with his right foot. That goal is just another display of his finishing capability, being able to score with either his left or right foot with equal power and placement. That goal takes him to 16 goals and 3 assists in 28 games for Marseille with a FOTMOB rating of 7.62. This making him the top performer at his club this season, despite De Zerbi calling him out a whole lot in the media for not being up to standard. This also means that he is second in the race for the Golden Boot behind PSG's Ousmane Dembele, who is on 21 goals this season in Ligue 1. This also means that Mason is third on the list for goals and assists, being only behind the PSG pair of Barcola and Dembele. Now, this is the reason why I said Mason might be an agent for Steve McClaren, having switched his allegiance and can only now play for Jamaica. It is because there's another Jamaican talent in the ranks at Marseille this season, and that player goes by the name of Jonathan Rowe, an attacker that is on loan from Norwich City in England. Now, for the player to be loaned from a championship team to a French league giant like Marseille, he must have a special talent, and he must be a special talent. So despite him not being a starter for Marseille this season, it shows that he has the quality to play at that level. Jonathan has scored 2 goals and 2 assists in 22 games this season in France, but that is not as bad as it sounds given the minutes he has played. Out of the 22 games, he has played only 3 of those from the start, and he has a total of 552 minutes this season, which basically equates to 6 90-minute games in total. So when you take that into perspective, having 4 goal contributions in 6 games is quite promising. Another thing that is promising as well is that despite De Zerbi's reluctance to start him in more games, he still has figured in 22 games, which means the manager must trust him to finish out games, which is not to be taken lightly. Also last season in the championship, he played 38 games for Norwich and managed to score 13 goals and 3 assists, ending the season with a FOTMOB rating of 7.0. Now, people, this might be a classic example of the popular notion, which is my strong belief as well, that Mason Greenwood's arrival will not only help us because of what he can do on the pitch, but it will also attract more high-profile foreign Jamaicans to represent. And the fact that Jonathan Rowe was also English-based, it is very likely that he and Mason are best mates in that Marseille dressing room. To me, it will not be that hard for Mason Greenwood to convince him of this project. However, Mason acting like an agent does not have to be as direct as with Jonathan Rowe. Just the reality of Mason Greenwood in a Reggae Boy squad is enough to attract players with quality to the project. So with all due respect, instead of me making videos about Mothersville and Mundle in the championship and in League 1, I'll start making videos about Reece Nelson, Dwight McNeil, Tyreek Mitchell, Keenan Davis, etc. Now heading over into the Kaheim Dixon situation at Charlton Athletic, as it seems as if his manager Nathan Jones gave into the pressure from the fans and media and added him in to the recent match day squads. Before, he stated that Kaheim Dixon was not ready for first team football, but due to Kaheim Dixon making the under-21s basically look like under-10s, he felt the need to integrate. So the first game he played was just a 17-minute cameo versus Huddersfield, where he managed to get a shot off and was looking dangerous in a way. Now, people, bear in mind that Charlton won that game by 4-0. So when he came on, there was no real pressure to perform. The pressure was just not that high as he was playing against a team that was already dejected. Now, I think the second cameo performance is one that we can use as a good judge, as he played 38 minutes on the pitch and the game ended in 2-2, which means that there was pressure all throughout from when he came on until the final whistle. And in this game, Kaheim Dixon was not very great. If you watched, you would realize why Nathan Jones said that he was not ready and was reluctant to play him. It would also suggest the reason why Steve McClaren does not trust him more when he's playing for Jamaica. He only gives him minutes when there are 2 minutes left in the 90 with added time, or he only gives him minutes as well in added time, right? So we're seeing some level of consistency here between what Nathan Jones is doing at his club and what Steve McClaren is seeing at the national team. The key stat for me is that he lost possession 7 times in the 38 minutes, which does scream to me a real lack of experience. And as we all know, you have to gain experience somewhere. So I'm not bashing Dixon by any means necessary. That's the reason why he's at Charlton, to gain that experience so that he can eventually either become the talisman that Charlton is looking for or move on for greater things, right? But it doesn't change that is the fact. He lost possession 7 times in 38 minutes, and it screams a lack of real experience, which teams that are really trying to fight for promotion don't really want in the latter stages of the season. They want experienced players that have been there and done that. So Dixon going into that game in a high pressure situation and not really performing and losing the ball 7 times really did not help him. The last thing that you want as a sub is to come on and put pressure on the team. Hopefully that was just a blip for Kaheim Dixon and that he will get another chance soon that he can make better use of. Charlton has also been using our midfielder, Kaheim Anderson, on the wing, so I'm sure Dixon would be looking to stamp his claim on that position. Charlton are 5th in League One. They seem to be a bit far from the direct promotion spots to the championship, but they are set for the playoffs. Either way, they will be set for a chance to qualify for the championship next season. Today's video sponsor is Achieve Test Prep. There are many healthcare professionals who would love to get their RN, and due to many reasons, especially them not having time to do so, they never get the chance to achieve that goal. But just like in football, having the right game plan makes all the difference. And today's video sponsors, Achieve Test Prep, helps you save time and money on your degree by letting you test out college courses with expert level prep and support to help you pass your NCLEX through credit by exam. With a 93% success rate and an A rating from the Better Business Bureau, it's a shortcut to getting your RN or BSN. Whether it's you, your spouse, or your kids just looking to level up, Achieve Test Prep gives your whole team tools to win. If you're interested in getting more information about their bridge programs, click the link below in the description to achieve with Achieve. That is it for this video, folks. Please share your thoughts below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys are thinking about my little theory about Mason Greenwood attracting players, and also what you think about Kaheim Dixon and his displays in first team football. Also, if you do have anyone in your family who wants to become a licensed registered nurse, just go ahead, click on that link in my description and get more information from Achieve Test Prep. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
They got Gunnaz podcast.